Fine. This was about the NOT gate. Now let us see the next one more circuit, which is the OR gate. Yeah, this is the OR gate. So as we discussed before, in case of the OR gate, look at the truth table on the right side corner. Uh, the possibilities are what? A and B, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. In case of the OR gate, if any one input is the one, the output is the one, that is high. Okay. This is the logic symbol and this is the circuit diagram. So we're going to use the two diodes here. Let's call them as D1 and D2. Yeah. This is D1 and this is D2. And both the N types are shorted together, and a resistor is connected between the junction of these two diodes and the ground. Okay, so which ground is the common point. And this is, let's call this is the input A and this is input B. So already we know the diode can be made as either forward bias or reverse bias. So this is the P type of this diode, this is the N type. So if the P type is connected to the higher potential than the N type, or the high voltage than the N type, it becomes forward bias. Okay, otherwise it is reverse bias. Okay, so now if you, as we know, we apply either 0 volts 0 volts or 0 volts 5 volts. One means 5 volts. Okay, so it is equivalent to, according to two table, this is equivalent to applying 0 0 means what? 0 volts A and 0 volts B, and here 0 volts and so one means 5 volts. The output should be 5 volts. In the previous case, the output should be 0 volts. That is the meaning of that. Okay. So if the third condition is what? The A is 5 volts, B is 0 volts, output should be 5 volts. In the last case, if A is 5 volts and B is 5 volts, output also should be the 5 volts. So here, if you apply a 0 here, if this is 0, this is 0, and already both the N types, this is N type and this is N type of both the diodes, is connected to towards 0 volts through this resistor. Okay, but if you connect either as A is high voltage or B is high voltage, that particular diode becomes forward bias and current start to flow through the circuit, and the same current flows through resistor, so the voltage drop across the R will appear. So it is equivalent to the high voltage. Okay, let's see the condition now. If A is 0, the first condition is what? The A is 0, B is 0. If A is 0 means what? We can apply the voltage from here to 0 and from here to 0. That is the meaning of this. Okay, if A is 0, the B is 0, both the diodes D1 and D2 are what? Unbiased. Okay, not biased, what we can say. Not biased means, or unbiased means, if the potential is the same on either side, maybe both the same potential or maybe both 0, so the diode will be off, they won't conduct, in other words. Okay, so no current flows when A is 0, B is 0, no current flows, therefore no voltage across the resistor also, hence the output voltage is what? 0. So this way, when A is 0, B is 0, the output is also 0. Now second condition, when A is 0, the B is 1. The B is 1 means what? 5 volts. So A is 0 volts and B is 5 volts. So this is 0 volts, it won't conduct. This is 5 volts, so it conducts. So current flows in this direction. So here also, and it goes here. Okay, and flows through resistor, and there is a voltage drop because this resistor. So it acts like a, if I measure the voltage between this point and the ground, you'll get the high voltage. So it is nothing but the logic one. The same way, the next condition, A is the 5 volts and B is 0 volts. That is, this is 5 volts, this is 0 volts. This conducts, this does not. So the current flows here, here, and here through the resistor also. So the voltage appears across the resistor. Hence, it acts like a the high. Okay. The last condition, when A is 1, the B is 1, means A is also 5 volts, B is 5 volts. Here also 5 volts, here also the 5 volts. So both the diodes are forward bias. Current flows through both the diodes, okay, as well as here also. So together will flow here, and again the voltage will drop across this resistor, and the voltage between this point and the ground is again the high. So if you apply the 5 volts here, 5 volts here, the voltage at this point also will be the 5 volts only, but not the 10 volts, because these two diodes are in parallel. So practically, if I apply the 5 volts and 5 volts here, or any on 5 volts, the output voltage must be the 5 volts. But you won't practically, that voltage will not be 5 volt exactly, because we know the diode, whenever the diode is forward bias, is forward voltage, there is a new voltage will drop across that particular diode. For example, if it is silicon diode, 0.7 volt will drop across this, okay, and this also. Therefore, the if I apply 5 volts here, 0.7 will drop across this remaining voltage, that is a 4.3 approximately, will drop across the resistor. So instead of 5 volts, the output will get what, the 4.3 volts or 4.7 volt. In case of germanium, it will be 0.3, here 4.7. In case of silicon, 0.7 here, and here 4. Fine. Now we'll see the circuit in the Tinkercad. So this is the OR gate circuit now in Tinkercad, how we connect. Okay. So as we know, two diodes D1 and D2. If you compare this with the previous circuit of what we saw, this is D2, this is D1, and this is the register, which is all the output. Okay, and this is A, and this is B. That's it. Okay. So as in the NOT gate, I have used the same logic. I'm going to use the slide switch here. This is one slide switch. This is another slide switch. Okay. Power supply is connected here. The positive of this power supply is connected to here, the upper side of the switch, and here also the upper side of the switch. And the ground point or the negative terminal of the power supply is connected to here, the lower side of the slide switch, and here also the lower side of the switch through these wires. Okay, so this is A and this is B, which is the common point of both the switches. So depending on the slide position, say for example, this is at the lower position, and this is also at the lower position, so it is equivalent to connecting A to 0 and B is also 0. Okay, if I slide it upside, okay, and this is lower side, it is equivalent to A is 0 and B is the 5 volts, or B is equal to 1. So like this we can slide the switches, the lower position or the upper position. So depending on just now how we discussed, it works. Okay, whenever, if any one of the slide is at the upper side, that is 5 volts, the particular diode becomes forward bias, current flows here, and voltage drop occurs. To measure this voltage drop across this resistor, I have connected the voltmeter. Okay, the positive of this is connected to this point, and the negative of the voltmeter is connected to the ground. This is the ground point. At the same time, between the this terminal, there is output terminal, which is nothing but the same point, and the ground. I have connected one resistor and one LED to see the status of the output. If the output is high, this LED will glow. If the output is low, the LED will be off, for our understanding. Okay. Now try to simulate these two first. We'll go back to the Tinkercad now. First, we'll see the NOT gate. It's here. tinker this. So this is the same screenshot I had took and put on the slide. Same NPN transistor. This is the registers. If you compare the NOT gate here, this is the register RB. Okay, and this is the power supply. Now the code is not required. This is non-programmable circuit. Just go for the start simulation. Okay, you can observe now. Okay, the slide switch is at a lower position. Okay, it is equivalent to A. This, let's call this is A, which is the common point. So it is a 0. Terminal 1 is what? 0. This is terminal 2, which is connected to the 5 volts of the power supply. Okay, so this is the 5 volts which is connected to, this is the red wire is connected to the positive terminal of the power supply. Okay, and this, the lower position of the switch is connected to the ground, which is the black wire of the power supply, which is the negative terminal. Okay, so if the position of the switch is lower position, now it is equivalent to connecting A, this is A to 0. If A is 0, you can see now it is going to glow. Now it is on, the LED is on, it is equivalent to the output state is what? High. You can see the output voltage is what? 3.52 volts. So in a digital circuit, any voltage which is more than 2.4 volts and up to 5 volts, that can be considered, that is what? The logic high. Okay, and if any voltage which is between 0 and 0.8 can be considered as logic low. Okay, now it is more than 2.4, so we can consider it as high. Usually the internal drops will be there across the resistors and the transistors and all, or the diodes, whatever we use. So we should, ideally we should get 5 volts as the logic one, but we won't get the 5 volts. So is what? 3.52, which is high. Now I'll change this position of the switch. Now just you click on this switch, so it becomes you can see now, you can observe now it is going to go to the upper position. It is equivalent to connecting this, the common point, which is A, to what? The 5 volts. So when input is the 5 volts, the output is 0. Now you can see now it is off. Okay, the LED is off, and the voltage is what? 0.85.8 millivolts. It is not volts, it is not 85.8 volts, it is 85.8 millivolts. If you convert that into volts, it becomes what? 0.085 volts. Very small voltage, which is negligible. So as I said, any voltage between 0 and 0.8 volts can be considered as low. Okay, and any voltage from 2.4 volts to 5 volts can be considered as what? The logic high. Okay, this is, so I'll once again just to click it down, it is 0, the A is 0. Okay, the output is high. If A is 1, the output is 85.5 millivolt or 0.085 volts, which is low voltage. So if the input is high, output is low. If the input is low, output is high. Okay, so this is what the NOT gate. This is how we simulate the NOT gate. Now let's go for the OR gate.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Hello, excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, these sessions, where we can get this, sir? These videos, where we can get the videos?
Tinkercad. I showed in the beginning. Just you go to the Google Chrome.
Yeah, sir.
Type this Tinkercad. You can see on the screen, right? Tinkercad.com.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, just you click on that and log in with any of the Gmail ID. You'll get the screen now. You can work on that. I'll show in the end. Once again, I'll show it. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
sir.
fine.
Thank you.
Fine. Now let's see the OR gate. This is the OR gate. Yeah, fine. We can the same diagram for the OR gate. This is a D1. Yeah, this is a D1. This is a D2. These are the slide switches. Okay, this is switch 1. This is switch 2. Okay, this is A and this is B. Okay, so as you know, if the switch position is at the lower position, it is equivalent to connecting the A to 0. This is 0 level, this is 5 volts. Okay, and for this switch, this is 0, this is 5 volts, because this is the RPS positive is connected to here as well as here. So this RPS is set to 5 volts, so it is equivalent to the 5 volts here, 5 volts here constant, and this is connected to this point, and this point is connected to what, the negative term of the power supply. It is equivalent to the ground or 0 potential. Okay, so this is 5 volts potential, this is 0 potential. This is 5 volts, this is 0. So depending on the switch position, I can apply either 0 or the 5 volts. So it's, if it is 0, it is logic 0. If it is 5 volts, logic 1. Okay, and here if the switch is here, it is 0, and here the 5 volts. Now I'll go for the start the simulation. So you can observe now it is the LED is off. Okay, because the switch, this is at low. Okay, this is also at lower position, is equivalent to A is 0 and B is also 0. If A is 0, B is 0, both the diodes are unbiased, no current flows, so output voltage 0. You can see the voltmeter is going to show 0 volts. Okay, and the status of the LED is also off. Okay, now I'll make it as, this is equivalent to what, 0 0. Okay, I'll make it 0 1. This let it be lower position, it is a 0, should be lower, and this should be the high. It is equivalent to 0 1. Okay, now you can see the output voltage is what, 4.38 volts, means it is equivalent to high, because this is the A is a 0, this is not conducting. Okay, but this is conducting because it is the 5 volts, the B is 5 volts. So current is flowing in this direction. So voltage drop, because this is what, the same 4.38. We have applied 5 volts, but the output voltage is what, 4.3 volt. As I said, if any one of these two diodes is forward biased, a small voltage will drop across this. If it is silicon diode, 0.7 volts will drop across this. If it is germanium diode, 0.3 volts will drop across this. Okay, so now I'll make it as a 0. This is 1. This is 1. Can see it is 1 0. In the beginning we made 0 0, next 0 1, now it is 1 0. So again what, is a 4.38 volts. Now last condition 1 1. So is what, the 4.4, almost same. Okay, so once again I'll make it as 0 0. The output is what, 0 0 1. The LED is on, the output voltage is high. I'll make it as 1 0, so it is a 1 0. So again LED is on, so 4.3, which is logic 1. The output logic is what, high, which is 1, and 1 1 is high voltage, and high voltage is what, again the output is high, the LED is on. So this is what the OR gate. So use in the same way we can build the AND gate also, and NOR gate. and NAND gates like this, XOR gate, and all those gates can be considered and also can
Sir,
be built. Hello.
in this OR gate, so why should we use the diodes? Can't we directly connect?
Why? Repeat the question, please, ma'am.
Why should we use the diodes? Can't we directly connect the wires?
No, diodes. The diode is the main component. No, the diode because it will make it as what either high or low. See, if you connect the wires and wires directly, the current flow. Say, for example, if you connect the both 0 0, okay, so it is what it is not a logic gate. Whenever you have to build a logic gate, you have to use the either diode or the transistor. Say, for example, if you use a wire, if you apply any 5 volts here, the same voltage will appear at this location also. Okay. Say, for example, if it is 0 0 now, if it is 0 0, what is the voltage here? This is 0, this is 0. Okay. But if I make it as 0 and 1, say this is 5 volts, this is 0 volts, right? Now, if it didn't use this diode is what? Forward bias now. Let's call this is the first, the top diode as D1, the lower diode as what? D2. Now, D2 is forward biased. So, voltage at this point is what? The 5 volts, because this is shorted to this. This voltage also will be the 5 volts if you connect a wire directly. But in this case, this voltage will be what? It is a 4.3 volts. Okay. But if you didn't use this D1 diode also, the voltage at this point is also the 5 volts, because this wire makes a short here and the same voltage will appear at this point. So it is equivalent to what? 5 volts. But there is no question of the changing the combination like 0 0 0 1 1 0. If you use the directly the wires there, whatever the voltage you apply at one input of the wire, the same voltage will appear at the other terminal of the variable also. Hope, is it clear?
Sir.
Or any doubts, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So instead of diodes, we can use the transistor also. Doesn't matter. Now the time is another the 10 minutes. Any questions, please? Let's see some other the circuits in the next class, that is tomorrow. Someone has, if you have any questions, you can text in the box also. Someone, just I'll see the text box. Here is one question. Sir, is oscilloscope available on the Tinkercad? Yes, it is there. There is a one circuit also. There is a C amplifier experiments also we can do. Okay, so in the next class I'll show one analog circuit, one digital circuit. Okay, so simultaneously I'll go in 1 or 2 sessions. We will finish this the analog and digital circuits, and we'll go for the microcontroller, which is the major part of our the discussion, and we will have to discuss so many sensors and interfacing and all will be there. That is an important point. So by tomorrow and day after, let's finish this, and we'll go for, if possible, day after tomorrow, we will discuss start to discuss the microcontroller, Arduino microcontroller. Yes, oscilloscope is there. Next question: why is the current not being able to change in the power supply? Very good. In the power supply, we cannot change because the current depends on what? The load. That is a load register, what we say. It is possible that depends on, we have in the power, there are certain techniques in the power supply, the current source and the voltage source. So whenever the current source is there, we can vary the current. Whenever it is a voltage source, we try to vary the voltage. But in case of the RPS, the voltage is going to be varied, and current depends on what? Whenever we connect, you can observe usually if you use the power supply, there will be 2 knobs, one knob to vary the voltage, and there will be current knob also. Always we keep it in the maximum location. This is maximum position. So if you use this power supply as the current source, So current can be varied. And if you use the voltage source, voltage can be varied. But in the RPS, it is not possible to vary the current because the current depends on the load and also the voltage we apply. So difference between NPN and PNP transistor. NPN and PNP transistors. So mute yourself, please.
फिनिश ऑफ करते हुए इसी के साथ T1 पे हो चुके हैं इस गेम से एलिमिनेट। 3 टीमें बचती है हमारे पास, उसमें IND का स्क्वाड दिखेगा, ऑरेंज रॉक का स्क्वाड दिखेगा हमें। अगर फाइट्स बात करें T1 के प्लेयर्स से, लेकिन अब सेल्स बचते हैं तीनों इंडियन।
Try to mute yourself, okay, whenever you're on mute. If you have to ask any question, that time only you should unmute. Okay, so usually I'll mute all here, but you should unmute yourself only if you have to ask the question. Yeah, just I'll see difference between the NPN and PNP transistor. So this is these are the basic types of transistors. So NPN and PNP. In case of the NPN, the VCC will be the positive. In case of the PNP, it's exactly reverse. So depending on the applications we use, the action of both the transistors will be the same. But depending on our convenience, we try to change these the transistors. Both are equivalent, no doubt at all. Because depending on the complexity of the circuit, what we design, depending on the applications, we go for either NPN or the PNP. But most widely used transistor is what? The NPN transistor. So what is the value of the registers? What is the value of the registers? So we can select the any value of the registers, like say 100 ohm, 220, anything. Okay, we have the variable registers also there. So in this case, we can select any the value of the registers. I think he might be asking in the logic gates, I guess. So I'll show the circuit and we'll see. Yeah, you can see here now in the here this is 1 kilo ohm I have taken. This is 100 ohm. That is as a load RL. This is 1 kilo ohm. Sorry, it is a 10 kilo ohm. If you see, you can select any register. Doesn't matter. Okay, especially this register. But here, try to use the low register in series with the LED, because if you use the higher register, the current will be less and the LED intensity will be low. Okay, so this should be, this is in this case, this is 100 ohm. Okay, and this is a 10 kilo ohm. You can use 1 kilo ohm also, doesn't matter. Okay, and in case of the NOT gate, usually this RB should be the higher value, like a 10 kilo ohm or 100 kilo ohm also you can use, and the R2 or RC should be around 1 kilo ohm or 2 kilo ohm. It doesn't matter. See, next question. What matters the current output of the RPS? It's 0 and starts changing even when the simulation is on. How does it change? So that depends on the value of the register and also the how much voltage we apply. Okay, from Ohm's law we know I is equal to what? V by R. So I will change if I change the V or if I change the R. If I increase the resistor, the current will decrease and vice versa. But the I is proportional to V. If I increase the voltage, the current also will increase. If I decrease the voltage, current also decreases. So the OR gate simulation, if the switch status is on in both the switches, combination 1-1, then there will be 0.7 volt drop across both the diodes. And will the output be 1.4 volts lesser than the actual output? No, because these diodes D1 and D2 are not in series. They are connected in parallel. Therefore, whenever the two components, maybe resistor or diodes, whatever it is, whenever you connect the components in parallel or the shunt, what we called as, the voltage remain the same. So in the OR gate circuit, both the diodes are in parallel. Okay, therefore the voltage remain the same. Those two will not add up. It is a 0.7 only. Portal link of record video. Okay, we are going to record these videos and all. We'll upload to YouTube's, and we'll share the YouTube link later to you, because as we are working from a remote place here, some network issues will be there. So we will upload these videos a bit later, and we'll share the link to you whenever it is upload done. We can also get the supply like function generator. Yes, function generator is available. So I'm going to do one circuit in the next class, that is tomorrow. That is a C amplifier. So in that, the function generator is also required, and RPS is required, and the oscilloscope is also required. So I'll show C amplifier, that is tomorrow. How much size is of register you are using in the circuit. So just now I said the 100 ohm and 1 kilo ohm, 2 kilo ohm have been used. So will you share the PPT of these classes? Yes, I'll share the PPT a bit later, but not now. Hope it is the 7 now. I think no questions are there. Thank you so much. Any questions, please? If no questions, I'll wind it up now. Thank you so much for all. Happy evening. Okay, I'll wind up the session. Thank you.